Hello folks, welcome to the first scrub tier BlinkDOTA game. So this should be great. Yeah, Say Yes to Anime going up against Yange and Sasha 2.0. I'm Zambrella and I'm going to be taking you through this game, and we're already well into the draft. Let me know if there's any issues with the stream, guys, or whatever, but hopefully it should be okay. And I'm super looking forward to this. We've had the three try-hard tier games, which they've been of high standard, but now this scrub tier, for those that aren't entirely aware, the BlinkDOTA has been split up into 3 leagues: Scrub, Limbo, and Tryhard. And this Scrub is we're looking at teams. They're just like approximations, but average below 3k MMR. To give you guys an idea. So that should be interesting. I'll be interested if the heroes are any different, whether they got any strats. I think we might see some more cheesy stuff come out possibly. Well, I hope so. That's normally pretty damn entertaining. I'm just making sure I've got everything set up properly on my end. Like I said, I was in a bit of a rush, but should be ready to go. Let me know, like I said, if there's any issues. So let's actually get into this draft. We are Yange and Sasha on the Dire side, so Yes to Anime on the Radiant side.
Witch Doctor.
Banning out, these are pretty standard culprit heroes. Death Prophet ban, not quite so common anymore, but in terms of what's been picked up, the Lion first pick, very common. But Beastmaster, the Witch Doctor, they're very common as well. But the Veno, that's a little more out of there, but I still think can potentially be a very strong hero, and I'd like to see it in the core role, I think. Maybe going in the mid, throw things, change, mix it up a little bit. Could be interesting. The audio's coming through. Yeah, okay, so it sounds alright, it's good. Going into the bans, standard culprits. Third ban Slark is interesting. I'd say, that it is problem hero, not like a first time, like a second phase ban hero in more, the higher tiers, but still an annoying hero. Chen even gets banned out by Yange and Sasha. That's a... That's that's an interesting pick actually, yeah. Or at least an interesting ban, because like I said, we're in the scrub tier. I don't want to, there are some very good 3k players that could happily play Chen. So okay, ignore it. I think, I want to, when I cast these games, I want to do it as if it was a professional game, and I think the teams hopefully will enjoy that more. And there are likely to be some more mistakes, possibly. Maybe there isn't. So I think teams can learn from the cast, and by watching the replays, and they're probably going to have me talking about it as well. So I'll try and, I'll draw some comparisons and maybe see where they could have gone better or done something different. Or, I think, I'm actually really confident that I know a lot of these players, wanting to play competitive Dota, they watch a lot of competitive Dota, so they know, or they are aware of what is a good pick. Maybe good items, skill builds, things like that. So I still think we're actually going to get some really good Dota. It's kind of, I think the main difference between this tier and the upper tier will be like efficiency. I know Purge, he talks about efficiency so much. And it's sort of like making sure you get every last hit, your movements throughout the map, you're not wasting any of your time. But back to the draft. We've got Batrider picked up by Yange and Sasha. That's going to be immediately countered by the Vengeful Spirit. I want to know who... I'm not 100% who these people are. I know a few people. I've talked to Smony quite a lot on YNS. But I also know there's Soup. He's a big guy in the UK scene. He does an awful lot of adminning. I mean, major props to him for doing adminning. He's going to be adminning at Insomnia starting tomorrow. And also, Rob and Roll Gaming, he cast at the last Insomnia game, so some big names. I'm not sure who they are. I have a feeling, I'm not even going to guess. I'll have a look at my friends list maybe in a minute, and we can see who's playing what. Actually, I'll find out. Let me have a look.
Juggernaut.
I actually don't know who's who. Which one's which. That's bad. Anyway, picks. Viper picked up, actually, for YNS. That's an annoying hero. But yeah, Say Yes to Anime. They pick up the Juggernaut. So, immediately looking at this draft, I would say, like, Say Yes to Anime. This is I don't want to say a professional draft, but a draft that you would be like, okay, well, that's a completely standard, normal draft. If any pro team picked this up, EG draft this, you'd be like, cool, pretty standard. Whereas YNS, they've gone for the Veno and the Viper, not so common. Well, I mean, there's a lot of damage over time on their team, and I think, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in any way. I'll be interested to see how much of an impact it actually has, because I think at this, like, at professional level, right? So, all the players, all the players on the professional level, you feel like they can probably play pretty much any hero, right? To like a decent standard. But at lower levels, people can't play every hero. They haven't played enough Dota to be able to play every hero. So I feel when I'm drafting, sort of, I'm not a top tier player. Let's just say that now. When I'm drafting for my friends or my team, my old team, whatever, you draft heroes that they feel comfortable on more than what would be really good for the draft or for the game. So I think drafting heroes that you're comfortable on is better. But anyway, last pick, Spectre, and last pick, TA. So look how fun it's called out. I'm going to introduce the teams. So on the Radiant side, which is Yange and... Oh, no. Say Yes to Anime is on the Radiant side. Now we've got some lags, but anyway, we've got Top C class hero on the Vengeful Spirit. That's either... And then we got this funny face guy on Witch Doctor. Holster is back on the Beastmaster, and finally Hyunyu. Oh no, not finally. Hyunyu on the Juggernaut, and finally Glacier 9 on the TA. Over on the Dire side, that is Yange and Sasha. We got Simone playing the Venomancer. Rex on the Spectre. Big Donger on the Viper. Toby Dev playing the Batrider, and finally, behind that is the... I can't click on it. It's Flash playing the Lion. Lords. I'm gonna find out. All right. Confusing me. Oh. Alright, sorry. A little bit of banter between, oh shit, the overlay! Oh, no, the overlay will get changed, don't worry guys. The game hasn't even started, I meant to leave it up. Sure. Okay, right, we're into this game, we did the introductions, and hopefully we're gonna see some teams moving out. Beastmaster summoning his little army of the Hawk and the Boar straight away. We got to see the teams move some of the heroes to actually move out of the base just yet. That's fine, that's fine. TA starting off with Wraith Band plus 4 tangos. Normally you might see like, I think the better option is to get pulled 2 tangos and you have a couple of GG branches as well. If that is available to you anyway. What's going to go on here? We're going to see Beastmaster. He's going to put down an Observer Ward. It's in a fairly pesky location. Okay, he's actually called the Eagle Bruce Springsteen. Nice. Go Brucey. We're going to have the usual Usual 100 runes go in the way of the 2 mid laners possibly. This Bat Rider's got to be careful he doesn't step too far forward. He wants to put down the Observer Ward, but Witch Doctor's going to zone him out. So that's nicely done there. So in the top lane, is it going to be... Okay, it's going to be a Viper going towards this mid lane. It's got a couple of pulled tangos. Meanwhile, the TA in the mid lane, or going towards that mid lane, she also got the extra 100 experience and 100 gold. It's a support Veno, not a core Veno. Should do pretty well. They actually picked TA into the Venomancer, which has damage over time. I mean, and Viper as well. Did they? They picked TA last, didn't they? They 100% picked TA last. And they did that into 2 heroes with damage over time. I find that questionable. We'll see how it goes. I mean, TA is, you know, it's not all about the refraction charges. And has leveled up the side blade straight away to get some a little bit of extra range. And you can get some harass done with that as well, which is pretty neat. Over in this bottom lane, Vengeful Spirit zoning out the Bat Rider where possible. He has to be careful. There could be a cast coming his way. But the stun comes out. Could be a cast as well, but there's nothing to bounce to. They are going to force out... Well, force him to use at least 3 of those tangos to get up to full health. Venge wrapping around. Got enough mana for a stun. Actually, Barrel's going to have to be careful here. There's going to be the support of the Witch Doctor. If she actually threw out the stun just a little bit earlier. But the cast is going to come through. A little bit of miscommunication, though, because if she had continued to run, they could have probably found that kill, and that would have been first blood. A little unfortunate there. How's it going to the mid lane? TA with 2 last hits, and the Viper with 3. So, fairly even. As to your question, unfortunately, there's no way of changing the quality out of source because our Twitch channel is not partnered, is not a partner, so we don't have those options available to us. I'm afraid. Veno, okay, Courier, gonna moved away. Got a Sentry Ward to maybe try and get the D Ward here. Got to be careful though where you put it. You kind of have to put it up in sort of above here. I think the box is something like this. So it can be a little bit hard to deward. You might want to go for here or here. These are the general deward positions. Bench chasing away this Bat Rider, zoning him away. In fact, they've done a fantastic job. I must say they've done a fantastic job of this. I'm just going to quickly look over this top lane because TA is going to get slowed down both by the Venomancer and the Viper. Refraction charge is not going to last too long. No mana for now. Health running out. And that's going to be your first blood. Big donger. Mr. Viper going to get that first blood onto the TA in the mid lane, so that's going to be a nice advantage going his way. Venomancer is drawing some creep aggro all the way down the river and back towards his jungle. So TA yet to find that bottle. Meanwhile, Bat Rider, he's hiding out in the tree line. He started off with Sticky Napalms, very interesting. I would recommend starting with the Firefly for occasions just like this. They can move in. If they get the stun plus the spin, it should be enough to bring down the Bat Rider. They're going to go for the stun and the spin following up Bat Rider. They're going to chase him down. No boots for him. There are boots on Juggernaut and on the Venge as well, so there was no way he was surviving. So that's going to bring Say Yes to Anime back up on the board. So, you know, a couple of kills, 3 minutes in. Let's see if the Couriers have been upgraded. Yeah, both at 3 minutes. Nice job. And Beastmaster going for the, starting off with the Iron Talon. It's pretty standard. Means he can head off to that jungle if he needs to, or, you know, it's a lot easier to farm up this camp here. We do see the Sentry Ward put down just to block it up in case. I mean, it was put down a little bit later on, just in case the Beastmaster did want to try and stack that and farm it up. TA is doing a good job here. Should end up with a triple stack. Gonna pull it down. Hopefully this will should stack. Yeah, easy stack. So that's gonna be good to take on later on. Fun. How's the mid lane going? So after the first blood, Viper started to pull ahead in last hits, but the safe lane, safe lane here. So it's the Juggernaut up to 25 CS, Spectre 23. So farming fairly equally, coming up to that 5-minute mark. So this is pretty much going as I expected. I think TA is unless it was like TA was like a much better player. Like in terms of the hero matchup, is what I'm trying to say is Viper should win this lane. He is a lane dominator, especially against TA, someone who really relies on those refraction charges. But with another stack, it's going to be... Well, that was unfortunate. I was convinced he was going to get that one, but I guess TA can make up for this by taking those Ancients later on. Batrider, how's he doing? Level 2, yeah, he's got some stacks in the jungle for him here, actually. That's a 1... That looks like a triple stack to me. 1 set of mod golems and some ogres. He's going to farm that up now. In fact, the Hawk is going to spot this out, though. Whether they can get in here and do anything about it, I find that unlikely. In fact, TA's really starting to catch up on CS now, which is great. Just those extra levels of side blades, plus the 3 points from refraction. Life's become a little bit easier. But I think the real difference here is the fact that Beastmaster for Say Yes to Anime on the Radiant side is now level 5.5, whereas the actually Venomancer's come down to this bottom lane. Batrider though, it's only level 3, coming up to level 4 actually. So after taking those stacks, has become you know, obviously it is going to get a couple of levels to really help out. But the thing here, right? So Sange, Say Yes to Anime. Look, they both got S and Y's in their names. I'm not even joking, right? SYA and Y and S. But I know it's an and symbol, but still, it's just kind of annoying. Viper's got to be careful though. He could. There is potential for him to get chased after with 2 TA traps on top of one another. Or is it just because it's on a cliff? It looks like 2. I think it's just a 1. Anyway. I kind of lost my train of thought now. Top lane. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. SYA, Say Yes to Anime. Their lineup is like purely physical damage. It is all physical damage, right? Beastmaster, physical damage. Juggernaut. I mean, spin early on is mostly, but in the middle lane, I'm going to come back to this as Viper does get the kill on the Venge, but TA managed to turn that around, and Venomancer's got to be careful here. There's maybe a little bit of miscommunication here, because I'm fairly certain they could have maybe got the Venomancer as well. TA puts down, well, activates the Sonic Trap and turns on with the right clicks. And could have maybe got themselves a second kill. However, getting the Viper traded the life with the Vengeful Spirit favors the Radiant there, for sure. But yeah, all physical damage on SYA. So if Yange and Sasha, they realize this, they can, if they just tank up with armor, I feel like they will just, they have the potential to be able to just win that way, but physical damage does scale a lot better into the late game. And, I mean, Spectre, yeah, pretty tanky hero, I would maybe like to see her go with the Vanguard option, just, oh, maybe not the Vanguard, no, ignore me. I mean, it does help you tank up quite a lot during the early game, I guess. Vanguard Diffusal might be okay. And maybe an AC on the Viper. 1 sec, 4% packet loss. Whereas on the other side, YNS, once they get the Radiance, which I imagine they'll end up going, if they can anyway, on the Spectre, if you can get that farm up in time, and considering the way the lane is going so far, I would expect so. What was I talking about? But yeah, maybe an AC on the Viper. Shiva's on the Batrider. Spectre could even go like AC if need be. But YNS, they're kind of the counter, that opposite side of things. They're kind of magic damage. So I feel like YNS's power spike is going to come when they get the blink on the Batrider. And Lion, they can sort of just grab someone and blow them up very quickly. With the finger. Venomancer maybe gets a blink and blink in. The thing is, SYA's, like, 2 heroes are very good BKB carriers. TA's good with a BKB. Juggernaut, although ideally doesn't want to go BKB, it's still pretty good. Okay, something's happening up in this top lane. There's an Omni Slash as well, but the creep wave is coming in very shortly. So if Smony hugs it, but he's going to actually move towards the tower. This is not the decision he should make. Very fired, the Omni Slash comes through, but the TP's plus the Spectre Haunt, but he's on very low HP. Lion goes with the stun. Well, actually needs to get the stun later. He led with the Hex, and that's actually going to be a trade there. Spectre, however, does fall in this top lane. Beastmaster was able to get that with the Roar and some backup as well. So a 2-for-1 trade-off. Favoring, I mean, if Spectre didn't die there in the top lane, it obviously would have favored Yange and Sasha. But in the way it did fall, and with the Spectre dying for Yange and Sasha, so yes, the enemy come out on top. Batrider, still only level 5, no Flaming Lasso yet. But it looks like they're setting up to defend. Smony puts down, maxing out the Plague Wards, puts those down. Meanwhile, Juggernaut, he goes back to this bottom lane. It looks like it's going to be a Battle Fury, I must say. He's been farming pretty well. 61 CS with 23 denies. It's good to see, even, like, I'm not even going to say it, like, say even at this level, but it's really good to see that players are able to get the most out of the free farm that they've got. I'm not going to lie, I mean, last hitting with Juggernaut is... Once you got a Quelling Blade, is pretty nice. Same can be said with the Spectre. Venomancer looking to come in mid. They use the Viper Strike onto T8. In fact, I think Viper could just dive this, to be honest. The meld is not going to help you, T8. The Viper Strike's too strong, and Viper's just going to TP the hell out of there after getting out of tower range. Venomancer's got that Poison Nova. Looks like he was in range for the experience after the kill. Back towards this bottom lane. Juggernaut's kind of just ignoring the Batrider for now. Doesn't have to worry about him too much. There's no lasso yet. Or, oh, I thought that was in the... It sounded like the Invis rune for some reason, but Venomancer. No, I mean, Invis would have been great for Veno. And the top tower being harassed down. Witch Doctor with the 2 points in Voodoo Restoration really helps the push. In fact, they're going to get back here. They've got to be careful. The Plague Wards try for the deny. Nice try, Smony. Bench goes for the Medallion of Courage. Not so popular these days, but I mean, it just synergizes, like I said before, so well with Say Yes to Anime's lineup. I think it would be actually a mistake to not go for it. This TA has decided it's going to start taking these Ancients out, or at least try taking them. Goes for one more stack. It works out, so he is falling a little bit behind in farm. Especially when you compare it, well, I say 400 gold behind the Viper. That's actually not too bad in reality. But he'll be looking to either go for the Deso or possibly the Blink first. But I imagine Deso is Batrider. He's got the lasso, but the tower does go down. And he's got to be careful. Juggernaut does have an Omni Slash. He's going to spin for now. In comes the Lion. Spectre haunting in. And Juggernaut's just going to run himself away, but Viper's there as well. He's got the Viper Strike if need be. He is going to finally commit it. Juggernaut could turn for the Omni Slash, but it'll probably just be a waste. Gets hexed up, and that's 4 heroes from S and Y. Y and S, I should say, actually. Yange and Sasha that have come down to this bottom lane. In fact, where's the 5th? 1, 2, 3. I can't even count. All 5. Mid lane, though. Yes, their Juggernaut did just die, but Radiant, they're going to try and capitalize or take what they can out of this. Man, these TA traps are really cool. Okay, nice. Not going to be getting popped in. Oh, that's a big ultimate from Venomancer. But he gets blown up so quickly with the Primal Roar and the physical damage. This is going to force the Radiant back. Beastmaster gets the tower. So, Smony kind of throwing his life away for unfortunately, very little gain. It's Beastmaster now with the Necro 1. Turns that on to Toby Dev on the Batrider. Score 6-5, 12 minutes in, but looking at the top of the net worth, I'm sure if I looked at the graph, we would see SYNA or SYA say yes to Anime, 5k net worth ahead, but experience in the middle. I think this mostly comes down to the fact that Beastmaster had a much better lane than the Batrider. And Juggernaut is just a little bit more effective during the early game because of that Omni Slash Haunt. I mean, can be used to great effect. And Spectre actually up to 2,800 gold now. So 1,000 gold away from the relic, and then 1,350, I believe, is the cost for the recipe. So well, nearly 2.5k away from the Radiance, but deciding to go without anything like the drums. No. Normally you see phase earn, then depending how the game is going, Radiance, or you then go drum Radiance. Sometimes just like drum Manta and completely drum Manta Diffusal if you aren't going to go for the Radiance build. But I think if Spectre's only died the one time, I think it's safe to go that, or at least go straight for the Radiance. Beastmaster level 2 Necro now. I mean, level 3 is where the damage really it becomes a lot better. And oh no, whoopsie. The ball gets left behind and stops the pull of the Ancients. Fucked up Beastmaster. But a smoke up by the Beastmaster, moving down to this bottom lane with the Juggernaut. Not quite level 11 yet, so only the level 1 Omni Slash, but I think a raw Omni Slash will more than do it. And they find the Spectre. They need to get there and get the Omni Slash as quickly as possible. They're just going to go with the spin. Don't even need it. The Necronomicon Warrior and Archer helping out there, but Batrider with the haste rune. This is a pretty good rune for him. Who's he going to try and grab? He focuses, but he's going to get Omni Slash. He wanted to go for the Juggernaut, but really should have just grabbed the Beastmaster there. It's going to result in his kill as the Samurai Warrior turns and cuts down the flying man on the bat. Two supports now defending. These Necro books will start wearing up, but Venom without any mana now. I really like this Beastmaster build. Just go for the 1 points and Wild Axes. Max out the Inner Beast, especially if you're going to be getting these Necro book so early on. Witch Doctor's got that all-important level 6. So is the Venge, so swap saves are there if a lasso does come out. I mean, the range is pretty small, and you know you can't guarantee on it, but at least it's an option. Plague Ward being used. I think that was a Hawk gonna go down. Juggernauts complete that Battle Fury plus 1,000 more gold in the piggy bank. His pockets are jingling pretty nicely. As TA did go for the early Blink Dagger, blink straight onto the big dong ahead. The Roar plus the stun, laying up a little bit, but doesn't matter. They have more than enough damage. Dominating streak for the Beastmaster. They can push down this bottom lane now. There is a Batrider, but still no blink. The Hornet's going to come through, but this is maybe not the best fight for the Dire to take. Okay, team speakers happen. You can pause if you want. They're not going to pause. Honestly, you can pause if you want, but the tower goes down to the units, and now Venomancer getting slowed up twice. Once by the ball, once by the Psionic Trap. The blink forward from Glacier Knight gets another kill. Mega kill streak for this Beastmaster. He is yet to die this game. 5-0-2. And Necro 3 complete. He can look towards either the BOTs or the Blink Dagger next. (11-5) now. YNS have not had a kill in the... Actually... Okay, Juggernaut did die earlier on, but... Haven't been... they haven't had... Well, clearly haven't had as many kills as the Radiant side. I'd like to see maybe SNY think about going for Roshan shortly. Just because, yeah, they are playing up against a Batrider and a Spectre, but I feel like they're far enough ahead. They maybe get... Next time they get a pick off, next time they get an objective, or if they see a lot of heroes top or something on the Dire side, they can easily take Roshan with Juggernaut, the healing wards, Beastmaster with his minions, and Witch Doctor heal, Vengeful Spirit with the minus armor. It's just, it will fall very, very quickly, even at this early stage of the game. But a smoke now. SNY. Oh, SYA. Say yes to anime. Moving through the enemy jungle. Who are they going to be able to find? It looks like it's going to be the Batrider. The Roar. It's just going to be juked for now, but they are going to see him. The Roar. It's pretty long range, but it's long range enough to catch out the Batrider. The next stun comes through. The cask even committed, just to make sure. And another kill going the way of this Beastmaster. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Juggernaut is just going to sprint on back. Level 2 Omni Slash at the ready. He's got to be careful not to dive a little bit too deep. Creep Wave's here to tank up a lot of the Omni Slash if need be. Gonna get slowed down. Viper, he's got the Viper Strike plus a mech as well. Gonna be forced to use it. You might want to use it. Try and save your friend. Yes, he's gonna use that. The Haunt is gonna come through as well, just to distract the enemy teams. The spin coming through. Juggernaut doesn't quite find the kill on Spectre and does finally go down. So he definitely went a little bit too aggressive, moving up towards the T3, and the wraparound from the Viper was enough to be able to catch him out. However, the Radiant moving en masse. Many units ready. Some Spectre, not some Spectre, some TA illusions. The Boar, the Necro Book. He's going to start laying into this tower. The fortification is going to delay it for now. Lion trying to do what he can. He's got the finger ready. Batrider, Blink still not online. After getting picked off, it really hurts him. But the Radiant, they are going to back off. And, you know, those Necro Warrior and Archer, they're worth a fair bit of bounty and some experience to boot. Okay, I wonder what. I think Beastmaster will probably end up going for the Blink Dagger this game. Although the BOTs would be handy. So what can Yange and Sasha really do at this stage of the game? It's just so hard. Like, there's no way they can fight 5v5 at the moment unless they get a really good initiation. Batrider 100% has to get the Blink Dagger first before they look to do anything. If they can delete a target from the game, which they can do, they honestly can do very easily with the Finger of Death. But Batrider is going to get chased, slowed down for now. Glacier 9 with the Haste Rune. He's going to have to commit the lasso. He's going to bring him towards the tower. The TP support's coming in. Lion managed to get the Hex, but they needed to follow up the stun. The Haste Rune is just too good. And that's going to wear off fairly shortly. Viper's got to be careful not to go on this high ground, though. Could get bursted, but the blink away. As the Haste Rune is about to wear off. Normally, it's the right thing to do is to lead with Hex if you're Lion, but just because she was... just because he was... had a Haste Rune, you had to go with the hard lockdown with the stun first, I think. But still, YNS, they are defending. They're buying space. They need time for the Batrider to get the Blink Dagger. They need time for the Spectre to get that Radiance up online. And that is close. That's 200 gold away. And it really makes a huge difference. Because Spectre at the moment, because she didn't go for the drums, didn't go for the urn or anything to sort of tank up a little bit, she is pretty useless, let's face it, in team fights. I mean, it's great. She has gone for the Max Desolate, which adds a fair bit of damage. An extra 65 pure damage to her right clicks. Well, potentially anyway. And there's the relic, guys. Be smart. What did he go for? Oh yeah, went for the Vlads. I did see him go for that. Still think Roshan would be a great idea now for the Radiant. But it looks like the smoke. Are they grouping up for a smoke? No. Okay, so actually things starting to look up for Yange and Sasha now. Batrider's got that blink online. Radiant's complete for the Spectre. If they can get a good team fight now, get a good pick off, they can be right back into this game. I'd love to see them smoke up now, but they're fighting without the Batrider. They need to wait for the Batrider. He is coming. They CT out of position, but she's got the Blink Dagger. Gonna grab herself a nice DD rune. Yeah, YNS. I think they have to smoke up now. Wait for the Radiant to maybe push in. Batrider goes up through the tree line with the Firefly. He could grab somebody. Who's he going? He's going to grab the TA now. In comes the Viper. Going to need to connect the Viper Strike. They even use the Dust to slow him down. But Beastmaster, he's got the Roar. Catches out the Viper with this DD rune. Plus the Desolator is going to be enough. But a good ultimate comes in from the Witch Doctor. They're going to get a fair bit of physical damage in YNS. They lose 4 heroes. The only one surviving is the Batrider, but 3 heroes dead on the Radiant side. There is a disconnect, though. Not going to pause for now as Juggernaut's going to try and chase after the Batrider. Batrider has that blink, so can get herself away. So a 4 for 3 trade-off as the pause comes out. I'm actually kind of surprised that happened. It looked like actually looked like Say Yes to Anime. We're gonna be able to get the side swipe in and possibly take a team wipe, but they lose 3 of their heroes. Admittedly, 2 calls still up, and it's only the Batrider that survives YNS, but yeah, that's still pretty good. Alright, looks like they might be ready. I think it might be sorting out some TeamSpeak issues, but once again, the Radiant come out on top of that team fight. This Juggernaut is 5k net worth ahead of the spec. $16-9. That Poisoner? The Poisoner is about to wear off on the Beastmaster. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you do want for more information about this tournament, do head on to over to blinkesports.com. And you can also, if you want to stay up to date with all the sort of like the bracket, well, the groups, who's doing what, how things are going, if you just type in exclamation mark tournament, as in TOORNAMENT, then that should bring up some links. Okay, looks like we're ready to go back in though. Okay, Juggernaut just went for the Moon Shard. I don't think this is the optimal item. It's a bit cheeky, a bit greedy, but you know, whatever. I think they can get away with it at this stage of the game, to be honest. And they are going to take Roshan. It's going to fall so quickly. The Vlad's helping out so much. Keeping Juggernaut and the Beastmaster healthy in terms of HP. Even the ball's going to get some regen in with those right clicks. Juggernaut's going to grab that one. It's interesting to see Juggernaut's actually died 3 times this game. It doesn't seem like he would have. But Beastmaster 7-0-3. Yange and Sasha. I hope they're not too disheartened. They did lose a team fight. But, you know, it could have gone, I think, considering how far behind they are, it could have gone much worse. And they're going to see the Bruce Springsteen, the Hawk, is going to disappear. Dude, I don't know if they couldn't see it or not, but the Hawk spots out the Courier and that gets picked off. Bastion now complete. Synergizes fantastically with the Moon Shard. And Beastmaster looking to move on forward. He's got that Raw. Level 2. Necros haven't been deployed. And Say Yes to Anime. Happy to just continue moving through this in the mid lane. I think they can go high ground now, to be honest. They've got the Aegis. They've got key items that they need. The only thing they've got to watch out for is that Batrider. Laying down some Snooky Naked, but Lion's just going to get bursted. Absolutely destroyed, but Beastmaster, can they get the lasso? If they can blow him up, that's a lot of gold going the way of the Viper, but their Switch Doctor ultimate is not going to be cancelled. They don't have the Batrider Flame Break to cancel it. So it's a 2-for-1 trade at the moment, but I'd say that actually is really good for Yange and Sasha as another disconnect by the TA. Oh dear. Yeah, sad face. But I actually think that went pretty well for Yange and Sasha, to be honest. Yes, they did lose the Lion pretty quickly and he didn't get his finger off, but they managed to get a really high priority target, which is the Beastmaster. So that was 757 gold going the way of the Viper. And Viper's probably one of the heroes that needs it. He's, with this Yasha, probably Manta next. Asking questions in the all chat. I love this. This is so good. It's like, everyone is so friendly in the tryhard games. It would just be like shit talking, stuff like that. Here it's like, la la la, don't worry guys, we can wait. It's great. This is what we need more of. Memes are like, okay, I'm not even gonna read it out. You guys can read it. You guys can read it. It's too rude for my virgin ears. Oh, oops! I actually have Bateman is casting with me. Hashtag production value. Sorry, Bateman. You've been kicked. But TA's reconnected. Just waiting on Yange and Sasha to call. I kind of on the Radiant's call. And they're going to go. I think the Radiant, they probably want to get out of here. They used a lot of their spells, but the Radiant, in fact, I'm going to see Rex. He's going to jump in here, but the Omni Slash destroys the Viper. The Blink on forward by Glacier Nimes gets the Venomancer. And this heals coming up from the Witch Doctor is very strong. Spec does survive just about, but he's the lone survivor. It was dangerous for YNS to leave the base. The Radiant going to start healing up. This healing wolf, they can just reset because of this. Yes, there's no man on the Witch Doctor, but that doesn't matter. This healing ward up to level, it's actually maxed out now. Just because Juggernaut is now level 18. Lion's going to move in. He's got to be careful. He's just going to get swapped in. He hexes up, but gets like 3 shot by the Juggernaut. TA may be helping out there. I didn't see the Desolator reducing his armor to literally, I think it must be like nothing. Less than nothing, and that's the first set of racks down. So yes, to anime. I don't think there's any reason for them to stop now, apart from the fact that Witch Doctor a little low on mana. Even gets a nice, well, okay, it's a D-ward of a sentry. Juggernaut's nearly got enough farm to go for that Mega Basher. The Abyssal Blade. Meanwhile, Fight might be starting out on this top lane. Spectre's managed to get himself a Bracer. I don't know if anything was on the courier, but guess me, I'd get much. But then it's going to be a swap. They're going to the Viper. He's in a lot of trouble. That right click from TA. The Witch Doctor Ultima is going to be very much doing a lot of damage, but it's a great stun coming in from the line. 3 dead from SYA. They're in so much trouble. Yes, the Venomancer has died, but it's going to be Beastmaster dying once again. This is because they didn't have the Juggernaut. He was farming his Super Basher. But where's your Super Basher now when you're not in a team fight? Ooh, Batrider died as well. Who picked him off in the end? Beastmaster managed to get the Batrider. I don't know, but that must have been with his little army of furry friends. So just answering some questions in chat. These yes, this is a scrub tier. You can look over in the top right hand corner of your screen. It says scrub. And yes, there will be VODs available on. Actually, it's going to be on my YouTube, which is just youtube.com/Zambrello101. Already last night's game was on there, and I'll put this one up tonight, available for the morning. I'm sorry you can't watch it as source. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, scored 23-14. So after that fight, you know, there's still hope for Yange and Sasha, even though they were 2k net worth behind, and now looking at a sort of an 18k net worth deficit, 12k XP deficit. But Yasha complete for the Spectre. I'm guessing it's going to be a Manta for him. Manta complete for Viper. Excellent. I think I'm really glad he went for the Manta over the SNY, just because even though for his namesake, or his team's namesake, but it's fantastic against the Juggernaut. It just means he's going to bounce to, you know, you can split the damage by, you know, reduce the damage on you by approximately 33%. That's going to be a BKB on the TA now. I'm not... Okay, no. BKB's great. They need BKB. Yeah, I'll also put a link in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord channel, just type in !Discord. It will give you a link. And then... Just message me or one of the admins and we can add you as... I mean, if you're not a player, then I'm going to create a separate role for just like people that are interested in the league and want to chat with us and stuff. I mean, it's great. We want to like build up a community here. Like, just general like UK Dota, or if you're even if you're just interested in the UK Dota scene. But the Radiant, they're grouping up now. There's a smoke on the Beastmaster. I think they're just waiting for their Juggernaut. If they can just find one more quick off. Well, quick off? They're going to go for one more quick off. Yeah, here comes the smoke. Yeah, they got to smoke up. wrap around into the enemy jungle probably and try and snag a kill there. Roshan's not going to be up for 2 more minutes. Didn't see. I think the Aegis just must have expired. Well, it would have expired 1 minute ago. Juggernaut looks to be building a butterfly. Already got the Talisman Evasion, and Rex, you're in some trouble here. Juggernaut could just commit the Omni Slash. He's going to do that, and he is dead. Even the Roar being used. Buyback is there for the Spectre, though. And they need to go back and catch the creep wave, because this creep wave will actually push down here. So they actually need to go back for it just because of the 2 range creeps. This might mean Spectre has enough time to respawn. And yeah, I must say, I think this, I think these 2 teams are probably top. Just from what I know of the players, I'd say they're sort of top of the scrub tier. But we'll have to see what the other teams are like, to be perfectly honest. And that's a full Aghanims completed for the Witch Doctor, I believe. It is indeed, and he's been getting some pretty wicked ultimates off. But this is going to be really hard to push against Smodi's level 4 Plague Wards. They've only got level 2 Poison Sting, but, you know. It's a Mass Serpent Ward. I was like, wait a second, isn't that a spell already? But yeah, Mass Serpent Wards are the Shadow Shamans. But they're going to try and clear through this as quickly as possible. Spectre throws out the dagger. Where's this Bat Rider? He's still waiting in the back lines. He's got the lasso and a 4-staff now. This is big. Goes into Firefly. Who are they going to be able to grab? Oh, the blink away from Glacier 9 just in time. I don't know. It looked like he blinked just before the Bat Rider blinked, so it wasn't reactions. He was more just trying to get out the way. But that's Firefly on cooldown for a little bit. Another 20 seconds when it times out. And who's got the Veil? I'm guessing that's Smodi's Veil. He's actually found some decent farm just because he can farm pretty well with the Plague Wards. They do have to watch out for the swap, though. Bench, level 2 Nether swap, and pretty tanky with the drums and the Solar Crest. It's going to be hard to bring him down. So if they swap someone in, like the Venomancer, the Lion, getting there pretty quick. Meanwhile, bottom lane... Oh, Juggernaut was just running it out. Goes in the bottom lane, uses the Omni Slash and picks off the Viper, and he's got no buyback. This might create enough noise in the bottom lane for the Radiant to be able to push up through the top lane as well. Or if not, no defense in this bottom lane. Juggernaut just hit so hard. Toby Deb just calls the GG now. Okay, they've had enough of this already. The GG gets to come out. I mean, it was an uphill struggle, and when they were fighting 4 versus 5, they've had enough. The swap catches out the Spectre, and he's going to go down. Rage Quit comes out. Hopefully the game will end fairly shortly. Hopefully everything's okay. I hope they're happy. Buyback's coming out. They're still fire. None of us are pleased with them. They would hate us. Okay. The game will end. One little. I don't want, no, I'm not gonna say it. But they're gonna continue on fighting. TA throws out the right clicks. Was Viper striked up, but the Abyssal Blade comes out. Viper taking some extra damage. Buyback from Spectre haunts in. They're gonna try and catch out the Juggernaut for now. And they do actually manage to kill him off and a couple of other heroes. I think they were gonna have to might have to get some admin action in here because they did call GG. Okay, looks like they might even continue with the game. I don't know. They're fighting up against... It's not quite Megas, actually, because the range barracks. I hope this doesn't mean they're disbanded and they don't want to play in the tournament anymore. That would be sucky. Maybe they can find a replacement or... Wow, your own team hating on your own player, but... I think the Radiant, they just need to go for one more push in this top lane. And they got a couple of nice Observer wards next to each other. Yeah, Beastmaster's going to go in here. go against, in fact, there's no backdoor actually, and that's going to be Megas going the way of the Radiant side. They're going to try and catch out the Beastmaster, but GG is finally going to be played as the Megas come out. Thanks for game. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate there was this little rage quit disconnect at the end, but I mean, it was a really entertaining game, 29-20. It was over. I mean, it was pretty one-sided to SYNA throughout SYA. Do you guys know any offlaners looking for team? But I mean, just to recap it. I think the draft was a lot stronger from Say Yes to Anime. Just Beastmaster was able to get so much more than the Batrider as well. That was a big part. The Spectre came online a lot later than the Juggernaut. He was able to fight and farm a lot quicker. They pushed towers just because of the nature of their lineup. They had double heals, lots of minus armor, and the pressure just came out too soon for YNS. And once the Spectre did get the Radiance, it just came out a little bit too late, to be honest. The Viper actually had a pretty good game, 9-5-5. But my MVP, it's got to be the Beastmaster. He played so damn well, going 6-0 and something, 6-0-3 or something at one point. So well played to both teams, but Say Yes to Anime are victorious, and I'm gonna move on. In fact, that's normally we'd have 2 games a night, but not today. But anyway, I'm just gonna stop the. I'm gonna chat to you guys a little bit in a minute. I'm just gonna stop the recording and goodbye on YouTube.